Konnichiwa Mina. Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you box 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duels GX Midterm, Midterm Paradox. So yeah, I already pre-opened everything because I didn't want this video to be terribly long, but of course you have the playmat. I'm not going to show it again because you can just watch box 1. And then the promos that I got was Sanga of the Thunder. Here, I'll bring them closer. Sanga of the Thunder. Water Dragon, which I was really excited for this one because I really wanted to build a Bastion deck. And then there's the Kaiju. And A Hero Lives, which is a really good card. And a really pretty card. So, and then here's just the decks. I'll definitely, I'll show them again while I just ramble, but they're basically the same cards, but I just didn't want to make this video really short, so I just decided to just show the cards while I just ramble. But yeah, just to talk about just my history with the game. I stopped playing the game. Oh, sorry guys. We got Clayman and Vicinatrix. But I got into the game, I got into the game towards the very beginning. I was a huge fan of the anime, still am. And then I watched a DVD back in the day called School of Duels. And that's how I really got into playing the game and knowing the rules. Well, yeah, knowing the rules of the game. I watched that. And then I watched the anime all the way up till 5Ds. And then I stopped watching. And then I stopped playing the game until Pendulums came out. Because, me personally, I just was not a big fan of Pendulums. Because I thought they were very broken back in the day. When Pendulums first came out. I think most people would agree with me and say that Pendulums are pretty broken. Back when they first came out, and I just really wasn't a big fan of Pendulums. And then Lynx came out, and I really just wasn't a big fan of Lynx because it felt like that the archetype that you play, it has to have a Link monster, or it has to have a generic Link monster to work with that archetype, or else your deck just would not work, and I just did not like that. So then I just basically quit regular Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was watching the show, and I really liked season 0. I was reading the manga and things like that, which I highly recommend that you guys check out the manga. The manga is amazing, really dark, yeah, very violent, I will say. And then I remember in 2019, I think is when Speed Duels came out. And then so I was on YouTube, and then I saw this official YouTube video talk about how to play Speed Duels. And I was like, that is interesting. What is that? And then so I heard Pegasus's voice, and I was so excited because I love Pegasus. Pegasus is definitely one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters from the original anime. And then I just loved how simple the game was. You didn't have all these pendulums, you didn't have links, you didn't have ixies, you didn't have synchros, and all that stuff, which I really liked. That, and that's the one thing I love about Speed Duels. Speed Duels was just a really simple way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really miss that because old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like that, and new school Yu-Gi-Oh! Not so much anymore. And that's what really got me into Speed Duels, and I really like the skill card mechanic because every skill card is different. And another reason why I really liked Speed Duels, I still do, is because vanilla monsters are actually very useful in Speed Duels because there are skill cards out there that allow you to have you have to have certain vanilla monsters in order to gain their effects. Like I know that there's a Yugi skill that talks about like Gaia the Fierce Knight. There's a Mako Tsunami skill that has some kind of vanilla monster, Ryu something, some kind of aqua monster, I can't remember. And then there's like a Rex skill that allows you to have like Serpent Knight Dragon, which I really really liked because because I really like vanilla monsters. I just thought vanilla monsters are really really cool, and I love the flavor text of them. But like regular Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't use vanilla monsters like at all, and that was really really sad to me because I absolutely loved vanilla monsters. You can build a deck just around vanilla monsters, but in like at speed duels, but in regular duels, it's, you know, you can't do it because like the power creep and everything. And then they don't, like, I guess it depends on the format, but regular Yu-Gi-Oh, traps are not really used in regular Yu-Gi-Oh that much, which is also really really sad because like I love trap cards, but in speed duels trap cards are really really good, and a lot of speed duel decks do run trap cards like Dust Tornado. I like to play Wabaku in my deck just because I like the healing of it, and things like that. But that's just what made me stuck with speed duels, just because I love the simplicity of it. I love the skill cards. I love how vanilla monsters are viable, and like trap cards are valuable. Decks are like super cheap to play, and we don't have all these hand traps, like except for Spear Karibo. I think that's like the only hand trap that we have in speed duels. But in regular Yu-Gi-Oh, you got like Ash Blossom, which is like so ridiculously overpriced by how much they reprint that card, and it's just all about hand traps, and you know, and you have to play like 3 Ash Blossoms in your deck. But in regular Yu-Gi-Oh, Speed Duel Yu-Gi-Oh, we do have Spear Karibo, but you don't need, you don't have to have Spear Karibo in your deck in order to win. You know, and like in Spear Karibo is not as expensive as Ash Blossom. And like I like the smaller deck size. I love how everything is cut in half, like the life points, the deck, your hand, like literally everything is cut in half. The board is cut in half. It's 3 monster card zones and 3 spell and trap card zones. And like the board is pretty, like it's pretty straightforward, you know? It's like the old board back in like old school Yu-Gi-Oh days. Now regular Yu-Gi-Oh, it looks like a freaking hexagon, and all the zones are all over the place, and you know, it's like the board just looks like a giant hexagon, and our board looks like a rectangle. Like, or more like a square, I guess. But and that's one of the things I love about speed duels, is just because our board is not, like, well, not yet anyway, but like our board as of right now just doesn't look like a freaking hexagon, and you know, it's very easy and straightforward to read and know where your cards go. So yeah, but that's just my reason, guys, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the reasons why I love Konami. I really do. I even like Konami more than back in the day, and here's why I say that. Yu-Gi-Oh! For the longest time only had one format that you can play, and that's regular Yu-Gi-Oh! So we didn't have all these other formats that we have now like we did back in the day. Like, it's either you played regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Or you just don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. But current Yu-Gi-Oh, you have speed duels, you have rush duels, which is only in Japan, but it's still a format. You have GOAT format. You have I'm trying to think. Like, there's so many formats in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Like, yeah, GOAT format. You got speed duels. You got regular Yu-Gi-Oh. You have like a tag format. There's formats where what's it called? I can't remember. It's like it's like you have a leader. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, like, leave it down in the comments. I'm sure you understand. Like you have like a leader card. So kind of like Commander and Magic the Gathering. There's a format for that. And now we're into the skill cards. But that's just what makes Konami, I think, even better than what it was back in the day, just because we have so many different formats, that we can play now. And that wasn't a thing back in the day, which I love. It's like Konami should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. So yeah, guys, if you're just if you're like me and you're just sick and tired of like current Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like, go on to other formats. You know what I mean? It's like that is what was so smart about Wizards of the Coast with Magic the Gathering. What makes Magic the Gathering so great is that if you're sick and tired of one format, you can just go to another format. Like in Magic, we have Commander, we have Standard format, we have Legacy, we have Vintage, we have Pauper, we have Oathbreaker, just all these different formats in Magic. And I'm so glad that Konami is following that train. Like, hey, let's just have multiple formats that you can play, which I really do appreciate. But yeah, I absolutely love this format. I love speed duel format, and I'm so glad that Konami is supporting speed duels. I'm really glad that they're doing it. It just makes me happy, because let's just be honest. Like, it's like if speed duels did not exist, I probably would not be getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I would just enjoy just watching the show and reading the manga and things like that. But yeah, guys, this is just box 2 of the Speed Duel GX Midterm Paradox box. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy, and leave a comment down below. What is your favorite format in Yu-Gi-Oh? Are you do you guys play other formats, or do you guys just play regular Yu-Gi-Oh? That's fine. I'm not saying that regular Yu-Gi-Oh should be removed, because I think that would be very dumb of Konami to do so, because regular Yu-Gi-Oh is the most popular format. So, but I'm so glad that Konami is branching out and creating other formats too. Obviously, my favorite format is Speed Duels, but I would like to know what are some of your favorite formats. But if I had to go back into like regular Yu-Gi-Oh that wasn't Speed Duels, I could definitely see myself playing GOAT format. GOAT format looks like a lot of fun to play. So yeah, guys, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the future, I definitely want to create more. I definitely want to create Speed Duel decks in the future. So yeah, and I'm probably gonna build a Bastion kind of deck, because I like Bastion. I like biology and science and things like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Mata ne!